What have I been playing? What have I been watching? What have I been reading? Let's go. Cringe. Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to this week's What I've Been Playing, What Have I Been Watching, What Have I Been Reading. Kinda like my digital diary, if you like, okay? So, if you're new, that's what this video is kind of about. I've got my PlayStation on in the background. So I have some background music, listening to some Final Fantasy X soundtrack. Awesome, we'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah, so before we start as well, I got a couple of shout outs. One shout out is for Oi Oi Rodri Retro Gamer. That's my impression. Yeah, shout out to Rodri. He commented on one of my posts that I put up, I think, asking who's going to be picking up Under Night In-Birth 2, or who's going to be picking up Tekken 8, or who's going to be picking up both. And it's very interesting. I got a lot more followers on my Instagram. It does interest me what a lot of people are going to be picking up. And it turns out on my Instagram, the majority of people are going to be picking up both, so happy days. I don't want people to forget about Under Night In-Birth 2, okay? It's from one of my favourite up-and-coming game developers, French Bread. Shout out French Bread and Arc System Works. Anyway, getting back to Rodri. I've had a terrible week with my mental health. I'm much better now. I haven't been myself for about 2 weeks. I don't know what it is. It's a funny thing. Everything can be going good, and it just brings you down, you know. But I have had a tough couple of weeks in work, and funnily enough, this week I phoned in sick. First time ever in this job that I phoned in sick. I just couldn't go in, okay? And one of the comments on one of the posts I put on about who's going to be picking up Tekken 8 and who's going to be picking up Under Night In-Birth 2, Rodri said he just picked up, I think he had it for Christmas, Mortal Kombat 1. So he's saying, should I wait, kind of thing, or saying I'm going to wait. And I'm thinking, yeah, dude, you got tons of content to keep you going through January, because if you didn't know, Mortal Kombat 1 is a masterpiece. If you haven't played it, go play it right now, or finish watching this video, smash that subscribe button, then go play it, okay? That's my advice. But yeah, you're in for a treat there, Rodri. But it just, I recommended maybe, he was saying he's going to wait for it to come down in price. So I said, yeah, maybe March, April, it will drop in price. And as I typed that, I was thinking it at the same time, and I thought, you know what? I've just got this feeling that my March, April is going to be great. It was such a weird thing. It's the way my mental health works. It's like, I believe in like fate and stuff like that, but it's just, I don't know, shout out to Rodri for putting me back in a good space. It's funny how the mental health works, isn't it? Anyway, getting back to what I've been playing, watching, reading. So on Sunday, still haven't finished this game, guys. On Sunday, I played some Robocop Rogue City. Every time I'm playing this, I'm streaming it, okay? So far, it's been 4 streams. We streamed it last night as well for 4 hours. I still haven't finished it. I get too distracted by the backgrounds. Like, we were in this hotel last night, and I was like, I'm supposed to go up to like the 4th floor. And I got on the 3rd. I thought, what's down that corridor? Let's go and have a look down there. And I was like, wow, where they put this piano here? Good job. It's very random. But I'm having an absolute ton of fun with this game. I think it's actually $39.99 on Amazon now, but it was new. It was $44.99, and you're getting a ton of content. I've probably been 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, I want to say. I think average is 9.5 hours from what I've read, but of course I'm a slow gamer, aren't I? And that is including toilet breaks as well, mine. So not that I'm ages when I go to the toilet or take my tablets or sort my dog out, you know. But yeah, that is an amazing game. If you're on the fence for that, just go buy it. It's very, very good. And try if you can to buy it brand new to support the game developer, because they're an up-and-coming game developer as well. Monday and Tuesday, I think kind of to do with my mental health. On Monday, actually, I worked later because it was bank holiday, it was New Year's Day, wasn't it? I finished work later than I normally. Normally I finish work either 12:30 or 1:30 in the afternoon, but I didn't finish work till later. I just couldn't, I was too tired to crawl myself into the games room and enjoy myself, funnily enough. Tuesday, that was the start of my dip in my mental health. I think I just sat on my sofa. I went to work Tuesday, sat on my sofa and stared at my wallpaper. Yeah, I hate feeling like this, guys, but there's nothing I can do about it. But the difference is, from current Tony and old Tony, I understand a lot more about it, because I've sought professional help. So if you're struggling with your mental health, Tony's telling you, best thing you can do is seek professional help. So yeah, Monday and Tuesday, I did read, but we'll get to what I've been reading, but I didn't do any gaming or watched any movies of note, okay? Wednesday, this little gem arrived. I think what I've been doing, Monday, Tuesday, I've been looking into relaxing games. Like, one of my games of the year last year was Fallout 4. I know it didn't come out that year, but it really helped me with my mental health. And apparently, Final Fantasy X is one of those games that is a relaxing game that helps you with your mental health. And I had a ton of fun. I've never actually finished it. And the last time I put any significant hours into this game was on the PlayStation 3 version during lockdown. So yes, I had the original one on the PlayStation 2. It was one of the first games I bought on the PlayStation 2. It was one of those games, I remember looking at the back of the cover thinking, oh my god, these graphics are superb. I was a Xbox guy back then, but PS2 was my second console, and boy, what a second console that turned out to be, okay? So, I'm going back into this. Not that far. It says I put 11 hours into it. I don't think, according to that, my PlayStation 5, yeah, I put 11 hours into it. But I'm just enjoying leveling up, taking my time with the story. I'm nowhere near as far as I got last time. But one of my New Year's resolutions, just a challenge for myself, it's not that important, but it is to me though, is I want to finish a Final Fantasy game. It doesn't matter which one. So I'm starting the year off with this one. And I really like Zodiac Age. I've been watching quite a few videos, I think, on YouTube about Final Fantasy and some stuff. And 16, I really like the look of 16. So if I do fall off this, but this is the game, if I could pick any Final Fantasy game, this is my first choice game to finish, you know? So yeah, that is what I played on Wednesday. I think I played a little bit here and then. I didn't put 11 hours in on Wednesday, because it only arrived on Wednesday. Bought it brand new on Amazon. £10-12, something like that, and it's about the same as CX with delivery. Oh, speaking of delivery, just had a delivery of a dog. Hello, dog. Hello, Rossi. He's tired. We went for a lovely walk yesterday, didn't we, down the beach? Shout out the beach, Oxwich Bay. We like it down there, don't we? Actually, it was his first time down there. It's quite far away, so it's kind of where I grew up, down the Gower. I say grew up, spent my weekends, you know. My mum's from the area. Right, boy? Right, cut you down, mate. Cut you down. Good boy. What's that? You don't want to go, do you? You don't want to go, do you? Okay, we'll carry on. We'll work around it. Yeah, so I played Final Fantasy X. Really relaxing. There we are, he's gone now. He's talking about video games again. Yes, that was a great afternoon game, and that was. And I kind of felt guilty because I phoned in sick for work. But I couldn't help it. I actually got ready for work. It's pissing down the rain. Took the cover off my motorbike. Had a helmet on, waterproof on, ready to go. And I just couldn't move. I was standing in my yard at the back and thinking, I can't go to work. But yeah, if I went, I'd still be in that dark place now. So sometimes you just need to step away from the negative. And anyway, they're moving on. I'm good. That's the main thing. So Thursday, I've launched a new mini-series, or maybe it's a series, something I want to do every Thursday going forward. Okay, I played a little game called Under Night in Birth. And boy, it's been years since I've played this. I don't know, I think I had this 4 years ago. I bought it. It was a very cheap game. Bought this on Amazon, brand new as well. And it's really surprised me how good this game is. Still holds up. So yeah, I went live with it. We explored the roster. Years ago I would have played every character anyway, because I played so many fighting games. I've forgotten a lot of them. So I think we did 1v1 on the entire roster, apart from like 3, maybe 4 characters I don't really like the look of. So what I want to do is I'm trying to create hype. I wish I was sponsored by a fantastic game like this, but no, I'm not sponsored by them. But I'm just trying to like get a bit of hype going and make people aware, because everyone knows Tekken 8 is coming out the end of January, but people don't seem to realise or forgetting Under Night in Birth 2 or Uni 2 is coming out the day before. So yeah, it's kind of, I'm hyping myself up, but hopefully generating a little bit of hype out there as well. Okay, guys? Yes, so I played a little bit of that. So similar vibe. I was going to live stream this game Friday. It's Tekken 7. So I was going to generate a little bit of hype, again, for myself and for you guys. But loads of people have pre-ordered this from what I can tell. This is going to be arguably the game of the year, Tekken 8 I'm talking about. But yeah, this game holds up. I played a little bit on Thursday, but then I went to work. I worked 5:30 till 12:30 Friday morning, and then the evening worker phoned in sick, so I said, right, I'll come in for another 4 hours. So I came home, went for a swim after work. That did my mental health a world of good as well. Came home, seen to Rossi, and then went back to work. So by the time I got back, I wasn't in the mood. I should have, because I had a crap night's sleep. I could have played 7-8 hours of Tekken 7 Heaven, but no, I wanted to get a good night's sleep, you know, so I'd have a good Saturday, but I couldn't sleep for some reason. Anyway, yeah, so I played that only a little bit. I played with Kunimitsu and Noctis, my 2 favourite characters. And Noctis is a guest character, and Kunimitsu isn't even in. They haven't announced she's in Tekken 8 anyway. I'm a bit gutted about that, because she was my main. Yeah, so Friday I just worked. Then yesterday, yeah, we did Robocop again. So I did 4 hours of Robocop. Time goes like that. I honestly think we're towards the end now. We must be towards the end. We're kind of back on the streets, and there's loads of little missions I can do. I can select which one I do in which order by the looks of it. But yeah, it's like a war zone kind of thing, so it's really, really cool, okay? So yeah, I want to finish that today. That's my plan. So while this video is uploading, I'm going to get all the housework done. That helps massively as well. So I'd be very happy if I can get Robocop Rogue City done today. So stay tuned. I'll probably post if I remember, or just keep an eye out. You'll get a notification anyway saying your boy Tony's live with some Robocop Rampage. What have I been watching then? I didn't watch anything of note on Netflix, because my mental health. I've been watching things for like 10 minutes. No, I don't like this. Watching this, 10 minutes. No, I don't like this. But it's not the show's fault or the movie's fault that I'm trying to get into. It's all up here, okay? I'm very similar with Prime, so I haven't got anything to talk about with Netflix or Prime, okay? I've watched 2 movies. I think, I don't know when I did a video. I wasn't going to upload it. I'm kind of feeling sorry for myself. Sorry if it came across as that. But I plan in 2024 to be as open as I can about my mental health issues, because I want more people, I want to normalise it. I want more people out there to talk about it. So I've said, if I can help one person or inspire one person to get help, my work on this planet that we reside in is done, okay? But yeah, I watched this. It was kind of a background movie. I normally got YouTube on in the background, But while I was in the game room pottering around, I was in the mood to watch a movie. So I just grabbed Ninja Scroll. Boy, what a great movie this is. It's very distracting. But I wasn't like trying to get as much done in the shortest amount of time. It was relaxing. So it was like watching Ninja Scroll. I don't think my health would have let me sit down and watch it. Because I needed to be doing something with my hands. But there were times going, oh, I love this bit. And I'd watch for like 30 seconds and then go back to organising my shelves or whatever I was doing, you know. So yeah, I thoroughly... What a great movie. Is it 90s it is it? 93 and then they got 95 looks like on the back. And it's got 2000. So there's a load of like all these amazing animes have all had remasters and they've cleaned it up and stuff like that. So maybe in the early 90s it was on a VHS tape, I assume. That's why they got the different dates on there. But if you haven't seen that, guys, go check it out. My one recommendation, though, is I would say buy it on Blu-ray. It looks great on DVD, but like the difference, for example, on Akira DVD, I've never actually watched that on VHS. DVD was my introduction to Akira, but then watching it on HD or on a Blu-ray is chef's kiss, okay? So I'm probably going to upgrade this to the Blu-ray, so I kind of going to be double dipping, buying it twice, you know. But yeah, or if you see this for £1 and it's £10 for the Blu-ray, yeah, obviously go for that and make your own mind up. But trust me, you're in for a treat if you've never seen that before. Oh, and the other movie I've watched. Oh my god, I always say how much I love YouTube. I'm always watching YouTube. I had no idea. Like, this is a bucket list film I've been wanting to watch. I haven't watched it since the late 80s. It's Godzilla 1985. Oh my god, it's on YouTube. Just type in, I don't know the channel, just type in Godzilla 1985 and it's like the third or fourth one comes out. There's a couple of reviews. Rossi, stop that. There's a couple of reviews. And then it's the full movie. So I watched that last night. And it's outstanding. I'd rather have it on the big screen. I suppose I can get YouTube on my main TV. But I want a Blu-ray of that. One day we'll have it over here in the UK, okay? But great. Absolutely brilliant. If I was to rank my Godzilla movies, Shin Godzilla, number 1. Godzilla -1, number 2. Probably the original, because it does hold up. The 1954 one. But then this 1985 one shows clips. This is an actual direct sequel to it. This is probably the 4th. Yeah, probably. This is definitely my 4th favourite Godzilla of all time. So that's probably in my top 20 movies of all time. So we're talking top quality movies here, okay? So yeah, I was surprised. It's on YouTube, guys. Great, go check it out before they strike it down. I know they're very thing with these rights. But this version has been up for 4 months. And it's had loads of views, so go watch it before it's taken down. Okay. This week's YouTube, staying with YouTube. This week's video of the week, or channel of the week. Obviously go check out Roger Retro Gamer. But this week's shout out then as well is I've definitely shouted out this channel before. It's a crime how little subscribers he's got. I've got however many I've got, over 1,000 now. Over 1,000. I don't even know exactly, but I know I got over 1,000 because we did an Ask Tony on it. Please subscribe to make sure I'm still over 1,000. But then Chris's channel, so the channel is Christopher's World of Retro Gaming, and this is someone I've known since I was this big. I was 3 years old. Maybe I wasn't that. In my memory, I was that big. He's someone I went to nursery with, primary school, comprehensive school. Did we go to college? I went to college before I got kicked out. I think I don't know. But I've known him all my life basically, and he's got a YouTube channel, and it's miles better than mine. All your channels are better than mine anyway. But he's done a video. Obviously, I'm in the Robocop mode now, and I'm looking at, like, I remember playing Robocop on the Commodore 64. I remember being disappointed with it because on the back of the box it had the graphics for the Commodore Amiga. They got away with doing it back in the day, but I very naively thought the graphics were as good as the back. They got to be those graphics because then shouldn't be allowed to show Amiga graphics. But that's what half the game developers did back then, okay? But Christopher's World of Retro Gaming did a comparison video, number 1, on Robocop, right? Can you imagine how long it takes? He's done like level 1 for the arcade. Arcade looks amazing. MS-DOS, Tandy, Apple II, NES, Amiga, Amstrad, Atari ST for the Game Boy, DOS, Sinclair Spectrum, MSX, and the mighty Commodore 64. Okay? And it's like the arcade looks the best. It doesn't sound the best though. Obviously it looks the best. But the MS-DOS looks fine, but I could not play that game today because the soundtrack is terrible. There's kind of the theme tune in there, but it's really high-pitched squeaking noises, and it's like we used to tolerate games like that. Do you know what I mean? Back in the day, Apple II, no soundtrack at all, but it was awful, like glitchy sounds. It was like it's hard to explain. Like every time the enemy fires a bullet, it'd make it like a sound, but it doesn't sound. It obviously doesn't sound like a gun being fired or a laser or whatever. It's awful to listen to as well. I was very surprised how good the NES looks and sounds great as well and runs fine. But my favourite soundtrack is the Commodore 64. That looks and sounds awesome, but the soundtrack isn't the Robocop music. Well, I couldn't tell it being Robocop music, but it just sounds so good, okay? So yeah, well done, Chris. You did a really, really good video there. And please go check out the channel. I always tag these channels in the description, okay? So please go check it out and consider hitting that subscribe button. If I've got over 1,000, I don't think Chris got even got 10 subscribers. What the hell is going on? Do you know what I mean? I'm not telling people who unsubscribe for me to go subscribe. Just support another British YouTuber, okay? So yeah, much better content than I put out there, okay? What have I been reading? So I finished, these are nice size books, these are, okay? So Akira Volume 2, of course I've read them before, but I thought we'd start the new year off with my favourite manga of all time, which is Akira. Yes, I'm always in an R in, is Berserk better than Akira? I'm going to give it to Akira because I think with Berserk, the Band of the Hawk saga, if you like, that is amazing. But I kind of fallen off. I've got the Dark Horse, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, just there. I got up to volume 7. Yeah, I got volume 7 down there. It's almost, I don't know where they're going with the story. They're kind of introducing new characters and then you don't hear from them for like 500-600 pages. Oh yeah, I remember that guy from before. So I kind of fallen off that. But if I'm comparing, it is 2 top tier stories I'm comparing. This is just stays in its lane. It's 6 volumes. Some of them, these are quite small. That's like 300 and odd pages. But then some of them, like volume 6, is like 600 pages, the final one. So yeah, my notes are, it's epic. Like the movie's epic, isn't it? But it's, there's a lot more characters in it. The interesting thing with the movie, that was written, made, directed while they were still writing this. So they hadn't actually finished. They didn't know how the story was going to finish. But they wanted to make the movie. They wanted to strike as the iron's hot, I suppose you could say. So that's its own other thing. But it's not... Starts off almost identical to the books. But then you do start noticing quite a few changes. I've watched the movie probably, in my life, 25 times. In my life, so that's about average probably. Or maybe more, I'm not sure. But this is the second time I've really sat down and reading this. I'm probably enjoying it more the second time round as well. Yeah, so there's a lot more cool characters. But the main difference, this is a spoiler, okay? In the movie, Akira is... They all talk about Akira. Oh, careful, you might wake Akira up. But when you find Akira, it's all his body parts in like these test tubes or these big like jar things. You see his brain and all his body parts. But in this, he's actually, because at the end of this, you've woken him up. So you go to where the Olympic building site is, I suppose, where the bomb crater is. If you haven't seen it or read it, this doesn't mean anything to you. But basically, Ground Zero, I suppose, you go underground there in like a secret base, and it's absolutely freezing. And Akira is asleep in this like really high-tech chamber, and he's awakened right at the end of it, okay? But yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So the only thing, I'm trying to limit myself to reading one a week. I don't know why. My mental health will say if I read too much, something bad's going to happen. I know it sounds silly. It is silly. I know. But sometimes I'm like, fine, right, only read 50 pages tonight, only. And I find myself, I've read 75. Damn it. Kind of thing, you know. But yeah, if you're on the fence with these, I strongly recommend them. They're not that expensive. I think about £15 to £17 you could pick up volume 1. Pick up volume 1. It may be for you, it may not be for you, but it definitely is for me. It's one of my favourite books of all time, you know. So there we go, guys. I think I've covered everything I wanted to talk about this week. So that's what I've been playing, what I've been watching, and what I've been reading, okay? Thanks for watching to the end. Let's play my little game that I like to play. So I've got a E-Honda hat on. Let's say in the comments, if you're watching right to the end, say, best video I've ever seen. No, say, comment, I really like your Sagat hat. Yeah, I really like your Sagat hat. So if other people are commenting, we haven't caught anyone out yet, but one day we will. It'll be funny, okay? So they'll say, it's E-Honda, not Sagat. And then they'll be saying, no, you need to watch it to the end. And then, no, but you're wrong. You know, people love to point out when people are wrong, don't they, in the world of the internet. Okay, yeah, so yeah, comment that if you want to. I'm not telling you got to. Yeah, hope you have a great Sunday and a great week next week, okay? Yeah, remember, I'll be streaming Robocop Rogue City at some point today, or I plan to. I haven't really got much planned today, apart from relaxing. Nice. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.